So, this is Dan Heng PT. He's a new free 5-star preservation character, and he gives you shields. Like, a lot of shields. This had me wondering something really interesting. Can you beat all of Honkai Star Rail without ever taking damage? Well, today I decided to take on that challenge. But first things first, what exactly counts as taking damage? Obviously, if we get directly hit and lose HP, we will have to reset the fight. But what about enemies that drain your HP, like Pollux or Sam? Or characters that drain their own HP, like Blade and Casterus? I would personally classify these as getting your HP drained, not exactly taking damage, but I want this challenge to be truly damageless. Our goal is to never lose a single point of health. So with my ambitions this high, we needed a good strategy, but more importantly, the perfect starter account. So to achieve that, we started doing our rerolls for Dan Heng's Lightcone. Yeah, let's get to it. Let's get to it, chat. We're gonna be claiming a lot of Dan Hengs today. Our timer is there. Claim the Dan Heng. Damn, there he is, chat. I have logged in a few. Every single one of our accounts have redeemed all the codes. Let's do departure warp first so we can exchange the contract shop and get these 5 pulls. Standard banner, bop. Okay. Give me a Arlen, yeah, Arlen, boom, bam. Yeah, I'll be honest, I don't even know what the Lightcone does. We're gonna read it together. Okay? Increases the whip. 64%? Okay, so it's 64% extra attack, which is more shields. It gives you healing, not going to be very useful for us. But the last part increases damage dealt. Further increases by 12% if the target has summons. Oh, because he gives you a summon. Wait, that's kind of cool. I like that. Watch this. Just watch it. Oh, man. Dan Heng. Okay. Well, let's just do singles. Nope. And no. Dan Heng account number 2. We are gonna see that screen a lot. Bop. Nope. Moza. Maybe you should put with Dan Heng on the screen instead of. Oh, you're right. Maybe the double Dan Heng will make him come home. His ult looks so good. It does. It also said. Hold on. Japard. Yeah. Japard. Japard. This is the account. Okay. Come on. Dan Heng Lightcone. It's not over till it's over. No. All right. 4th account. Here's my line of thinking. So I'm thinking that Anaxa is actually a really nice pull for us. He implants every weakness, breaking enemies, makes it so you take less damage, and his ultimate stops enemies' second actions. He can cut in to stop, like, let's say, like, who has like a big action, you know, like the banana boss dinosaur. He can cut in and then stop it from shooting the fire, right? So he's actually pretty useful. Oh, are we pulling for Anaxa this patch as well, chat? We might have to pull Anaxa as well. Banana boss, chat, the banana boss dinosaur, you know? Boom, banana boss. This is the banana boss. Monkey. Okay, who chose his name? Banana Academic Office's Charmony. All right, let's redeem our pulls. 3 pulls here. Boom. Is that it? Oh my God, what is this bait? Let me look at the prediction. How many pulls did you guys think we're going through? 16 plus accounts? It's gonna take a while. It is, chat, it is. But the higher the struggle, the more satisfying the Lightcone's gonna be when I get it, you know? Could you imagine? Account number 9. Boom. Not possible to do that, so. Oh! Woo! Here we go! It's the 9th account. Preservation. Dan Heng Lightcone. Boom! I want to play the game. Guys, I have never lost a Lightcone in my life when I've won. I have never lost when I've won. And that's going to be today. Boom! No way! No way, man. No way. How? Well, we did get Dan Heng Lightcone. Mods, did anyone say Bailu Lightcone in chat? Ban them right now. I didn't say anything. Control F Bailu. Okay. What the? Okay, goodbye. Control F Bailu. Ooh. Kill. Another one to the list. I see them. Disgusting traitors. I see you. This is currently the state of my document. Japard. Garbage. Bailu Lightcone loss. And you know, the funny thing is, our bad luck did not end there. After 11 more accounts, we did not get a single 5-star drop. MiHoYo even locked me out because I was logging in and out too many times on my PC. It seemed like I wouldn't even be able to begin the challenge. That's when I stumbled upon this old reroll account. But now, here we go, we're back. Oh, okay, now I'm hyped. Now I'm hyped. Let's do it. Let's do it, chat. How many pulls? How many? What the? Ooh. Ooh. 30 pulls. Bushen? No, we're not getting Bushen. Okay, 10. Do not say by Lightcone. Do not. I don't want to reroll. I don't want to reroll. Please. Bailu. Bailu. Japar Lightcone. Yanqing Lightcone. Bailu Lightcone. Stop. Stop. If I get down on Lightcone, I'm banning all of you. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. 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 We did it. We got it on the account that has 20 pulls. Wait, what? And now we got an Axa, yeah? Now we got an Axa? No, China, no, guys. No, we can't. Yes, go for an Axa. All in. You guys are just the dirty gamblers. I don't even know why I'm gonna pull this. Should we pull a Naxa right now? Yes, no. I hate you guys. I hate you. You're nasty. What is this? As my disgusting chat is screaming about pulling a Naxa, we spend about 7 minutes deciding who we should put in our 50-50 loss pool. And we ended up with these 7 characters. I like this. All right, let's do it. All of that just to not get a 5-star, by the way. All right, Anaxa Gorin. Insanity. Could you imagine if we started with Anaxa, Danheng PT, and his Lightcone? 10. Woo! Sushang? Is Sushang useful for us? Maybe we can play Sushang, yeah? Okay. 20 pulls. Boom. What the? No way. What? This is our account. And now we pull for the icon. All right, let's change our icon. Boom. Danheng PT. There it is. And just like that, we started off with an insane roster. This made me confident that the early game was going to be a complete joke. So we took our team through Herta Space Station and eventually ended up in the mandatory simulated universe quest. But with DHPT, there was absolutely no way that we would ever take damage. And we can't even play him. Okay, they forced us to use trial characters here. Uh-oh. This was the first sign that this challenge was going to take more than just strong characters. Turns out, a lot of the story sections in HSR make avoiding damage nearly impossible. Fortunately for us, they do give us March 7th for this trial, but March only provides a shield to one ally at a time, so the shield uptime can really struggle. Surprisingly, our first attempt went all the way to the boss, but eventually we couldn't keep up the shields on all 3 of our units, so we actually took our first instance of damage here. Eventually, we decided that it would probably be better to only take 2 units so March's shield can have 100% uptime. And it worked. The simulated universe blessings are also all preservation blessings, so that made the fights really easy. Our shield is massive. Boom, boom. Oh, there it is! All we needed to do was reduce the RNG by putting 2 targets instead of 1. Okay, this challenge just kept on surprising me, as shortly after the simulated universe, we find ourselves on Jarilo VI and run into the Japard fight. I expected no issues from here on out for all of Billabog, but apparently I was much more unprepared than I thought. Right, and now... we need him. He's a shielder. We might need Japard in the future. Oh, no, he's gonna hit us. He's gonna hit us. Okay, that might be a problem. So here's the issue. Danheng's technique makes you start the fight with an immediate shield. The problem here is that there's a fight that leads into a cutscene into another fight. And this resets all your techniques that you used in the overworld. So unfortunately, relying on techniques is going to be out of the question for every single encounter that works like this. So we needed to find another solution. Me and my chat started brainstorming about the other possible options. The first and most obvious one was to hold Dan Heng's ultimate until the second fight, so we could immediately pop it before Japard hits us. So my immediate plan was to teleport back to Herta Space Station and break the purple technique thingies because we had run out of techniques. I wanted to enter some fights with my technique and use those fights to farm energy for Dan Heng before returning to Japard. But luckily, I found a much more simple solution. Codes. That's it. Apparently there's a code out there that gives you energy food, so we skipped all of those fights and went straight to Japard. We do get a shield for this first fight, but we need to save Dan Heng PT's ult for the next fight. Alright, now we're back here. It doesn't transfer, the shield doesn't transfer from the last fight, but we immediate Dan Heng ult gives us shields. Japard goes, okay. Oh, okay. All of that just to beat Japard. Oh, this challenge is gonna be crazy. This challenge is gonna be crazy. So, with Japard out of the way, we moved forward with the Belobog story and handled every future fight without too many problems. Brynja's boss fight had the exact same fight into cutscene into fight layout, so we used the exact same strategy and she was easily dealt with. We found ourselves in the underworld, met 2 lesbians, and eventually our progression got halted by our Trailblaze level. So we came back the next day with the story unlocked, quickly took care of some ugly robots, and finally reached Svarog. Now, Svarog can be troublesome in many ways. The worst one by far is his ability to steal one of your characters. Dan Heng's shields will be pretty hard for Svarog to get through, but when a character gets grabbed by the hand, they stop receiving shields. So we decided to equip our best possible relics and entered the fight. Let's do it. Hello, Svarog. Boom. Immediate shield. We have a lot of shields. Okay, nice. How much damage did you do? Oh god. Okay, imprisonment. Very good. Oh god. Okay. We already went through the phase. I didn't save my ult, huh? Oh god. Use down on ult. Okay. Oh god. Because he hits us immediately. Oh my god, it could have died right there. If he hit Dan Heng, I feel like we would have died. Okay, but I think we're good now. We do have a Naxxus double skill. Okay, I think we're good. Jesus Christ. Dragons! Oh no. No. A Naxxus? He stole a Naxxus? How do we break it? How do we break it? Can we kill it? Oh, it's so tanky. Kill. Maybe we haven't taken damage yet. We need to break him out. We need to bring him out now. Yeah! Wait, what if we just go for the kill? Okay. Wait. Surprise! Penis! Sushan. Oh, we just go for the kill. You know what? I'm gonna let Welt do it. I'm gonna let Welt do it. Old man. Stand down. Okay. Oh my god. That was a little too close for comfort, chat. Too close for comfort. Oh my god. So that was a little close, but fortunately, we did get the GOAT, Sushan. So she and her cock are hard carrying us right now. But so far, no damage has been taken. Or maybe I should say there's been no instance of mandatory damage. Both instances of damage I've taken were completely avoidable. But the same can't be said about this next portion. So after you beat Svarog, you're locked out of the story again. And this sort of forces you to do World 2 in Simulated Universe. And the issue immediately becomes very obvious. Chat, unfortunately, it is literally impossible to not get hit here. So I'm gonna need you to close your eyes. Okay, let's just pretend we can't skip this fight. This fight is unskippable. This big wall. Even if we try to go March Frozen, even if we freeze the left and right guy. Ah! Don't look. Do not perceive. Okay? Yeah, so the problem here is that March's technique can only freeze one enemy when entering the fight. These are trial characters, and at this point, you don't have access to any food, so you can't replenish your energy to use your ults. Luckily, this is technically all optional. This is a side quest. So theoretically, if I just waited another day or two for daily reset, we would have been able to completely skip this part. So although we've taken 3 hits so far, none of those hits were technically mandatory. mandatory. But since I wanted to, play the game, we went through World 2 of SimUni, did a lot of XP grinding, and finally unlocked the next portion of the story. We find out that Cocolia is up to no good, so we pick up Serval and chase after her. Along the way, we find ourselves in the second Gepard fight and barely scrape by with some close calls. Shield? Okay. Okay, oh god, he actually does a lot of damage. Whoa! Oh my god, that was a little too close. Luckily, we do end up beating him without any damage taken and continue chasing Cocolia. We fight some more unimportant enemies and eventually end up right in front of the Cocolia boss fight. We quickly take care of her shadow form and with complete confidence jumped straight into the fight. Remove the HPT, true. Let's use this first. We gotta make sure we use that first. All right, now these early mobs should be very easy. These early mobs should be very, very, very easy. First wave gone. We're gonna save all of our ults, okay? We're gonna save all of our ults. We might need it. We're definitely gonna need it for the... Good thing we have a cleanse. Dude, Dan Heng is so broken, by the way. Dan Heng is so broken. At this point of the fight, I was confident that the exact same strategy we used against Gepard and Bronya would work for the Cocolia boss, as Cocolia follows the fight into cutscenes, into fight layout, so this entire time I was fairly confident that we could dodge Cocolia with only one instance of mandatory damage. If you don't know, halfway through the fight, you're forced into a 1v1 with Cocolia, where there's absolutely zero way of not taking damage. So unfortunately, this is our first instance of mandatory damage, and I'm sure you guys were already expecting that, but something that I, as well as my entire chat, could have never expected happens in this fight. Purple's really good too, I agree. Wait! The run's dead! Is that like a game rendered hit? Well, we can't stop that. DHP ult on reset? Ult right away? I don't think we can. We didn't have any time there, right? I think it's unavoidable. You can't shield there, right? Did we even have a chance to activate our ult? Hello? No way. There's no way. There's just no way. Oh, no, you can't. One frame, chat, one frame. I want to find a way to get through it. I want to find a way to get through it. This is the ult button for controller. I'm going to hold it down. After trying multiple things, every single one of them seemed to fail. Spam 3 on keyboard? I don't think it's enough. There was no way to sneak in action before Cocolia went. We even looked through a list of every food in the entire game to see if there was a single food that could give us a shield at the start of combat. And there wasn't. Not a single food in the entire game gives you a shield. There was a food that increases our damage by 40% and forces auto battle, but auto battle is disabled for boss fights. Eventually, we do find something that could technically work. March 7th, Eidolon 2. Upon entering battle, grant a shield lasting for 3 turns. We did not have March E2, but most of my viewers did. They ran some simulations on their own and told me that this would work. We would start the fight and March would immediately give you a shield, and all we would have to do is reset for Cocolia targeting RNG. The problem was that getting 2 copies of March is a lower probability than getting Dan Heng PT E1 right now, so it felt like it was out of the equation for this run. Things started to seem hopeless. Everyone in my chat was pretty satisfied that we managed to find a way to prevent this damage anyways. So people started telling me to just move on and that it would be okay. And I was this close to giving in. But I started to notice that there was something different with the Cocolia boss fight specifically. It did follow the fight into cutscene into fight layout, but this time you can completely exit out of the fight and return to the overworld. And when you re-enter the instance, it doesn't take you to the beginning. It actually takes you to the moment before you enter the final phase. Does this mean that if we use DHPT's technique in the overworld and then return to the Cocolia fight, does it count our technique usage? It's a completely different instance, and we even get a trial version of Trailblazer, so it seemed really far-fetched, but it was genuinely worth trying. And this is what we found. This is our Dan Heng technique attempt. I don't think it's gonna work, but maybe it does, who knows. I don't think the shield's gonna be there, to be honest.
No, that end won't come to pass while we're around.
Oh! It works! It works! It works! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! We're back, chat. We're back in business. We might be the smartest HSR community on Earth. We actually cleared this fight. Cinema! Cinema! Oh! And now Anaxa is definitely finishing it off. Say goodbye, Kakolia. Let's go! Oh my god! So that is all of Belobog with only one mandatory instance of damage. In the next episodes, we will be going to the next planets and even taking on the Forgotten Hall. So please look forward to it.